ever had one of these moments where you're about to post something on social media, or you're about to ask for a permission, or increase your fees, or walk onto a stage, and suddenly a voice inside says, "Who do you think you are?" Someone is going to find out that you are not as good as they think you are. Most people call this imposter syndrome, but today I want to challenge that idea. I don't think imposter syndrome is the problem. In fact, I don't even think it's real, at least not in the way that we have been taught to talk about it. Because what if we have been giving one name to six completely different human experiences? And if that's true, no wonder affirmations don't work. No wonder telling yourself, "I'm enough," doesn't suddenly make you feel enough. In today's episode, I want to translate this experience through four different lenses: modern psychology, neuroscience, somatic intelligence, and yogic psychology. Not to impress you with information, but to help you understand with a little more compassion. Because my hope is that by the end of this conversation, you will stop asking, "What's wrong with me?" and start, "What is my body trying to protect me from?" Or even simpler, "What comfort am I getting by staying in this feeling?" If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if you've been listening or watching for a while, thank you for being a part of this journey. Let's dive in. Imagine walking into a doctor's clinic and saying, "Doctor, I don't feel well." That's useful, but it's not a diagnosis. You could have a fever, an allergy, a fracture, an infection. The treatment depends on the cause. I think we have done something very similar with imposter syndrome. We have taken dozens of different emotional experiences and placed them under this one label: perfectionism, fear of visibility, people pleasing, comparison, hypervigilance, identity confusion. We call all of them imposter syndrome. Labels are useful, but labels can also hide patterns. And we don't work with labels, we work with patterns. The moment you become curious about the pattern or the program that's running behind, you stop fighting yourself. One of my favorite ideas from neuroscience is this: your brain is not primarily designed to make you successful, it is designed to keep you alive. Your brain is constantly making predictions every single second. When you decide to charge more or start a business, fall in love, become visible, your brain quietly asks, "Have we survived this before and been successful?" And if the answer is no, it predicts danger or threat. Not because you are not capable, but because uncertainty has historically meant risk. This is where so many people misunderstand themselves. They think, "I'm doubting myself." Or maybe your brain is simply protecting a familiar territory. I often describe this as fossils buried beneath the present. You think you are reacting to today's meeting, today's audience, today's opportunity, but underneath are old experiences. The criticism in school, the time you were laughed at, the parent who expected perfection. The brain isn't reacting to today, it's reacting to old evidence. Here is something I want you to notice this week. The next time self doubt appears, don't listen to the thought first. Listen to your body. Now, what do I mean by that? Check. Is your throat tightening? Is your breathing becoming shallow? Is your chest collapsing? Are your jaws clenching? Because your body usually speaks before the mind. Your thoughts are often trying to explain the sensations that have already begun. This is what I call sense story shift. Notice the sensation, then notice the story that your mind is creating. "I'm not ready," or "I'm going to fail," or "people will judge me," and only then create space for a different response. The body isn't your enemy, it's your first messenger. And yogic psychology saw this thousands of years ago. One of the reasons I love yogic psychology is because it doesn't ask, "What's your diagnosis?" It asks, "What is clouding your perception?" The Yoga Sutras describe something called as kleshas, the causes of suffering. One is avidya, not seeing clearly, seeing yourself through distorted lenses. You know how you visit a mirror shop and there are different kinds of mirror and you can appear tall or short based on the kind of mirror? Exactly that. Another one is asmita or ego, mistaking your achievements or your profession, your success for your identity. And then there is abhinivesha, which is the fear of loss, This is the deepest fear that we have. Fear of losing approval, fear of losing certainty, losing who you've always been. Suddenly, what modern psychology calls imposter syndrome, ancient wisdom simply sees as different ways the mind has forgotten its true nature. Beautiful, isn't it? So instead of asking, do I have imposter syndrome? I invite you to ask, which pattern is running right now? Maybe it's perfectionism, or maybe it's comparison, maybe it's the fear of visibility. Maybe you have spent years making yourself so small so that everybody else could feel comfortable around you. Or maybe your body has learned that speaking truth is unsafe. Different pattern, different practices. The label doesn't matter, the pattern does. Let's switch gears a little bit. I don't bring mythology into my work because I want to teach mythology. I bring it because the metaphors speak directly to the nervous system. And stories are easier to connect. Shiva doesn't become worthy because people worship him. He doesn't perform for approval. He simply rests in his own being. There is a quiet wholeness there. And I wonder, how much energy do we spend trying to earn something that was never meant to be earned? Worth is not created, it's remembered. And one of the biggest myths in personal growth is this: people think confidence comes first, then action. But in reality, safety comes first, then action, then evidence, and then confidence. That is why affirmations alone don't work. Your nervous system doesn't trust words, it trusts experience. Tiny moments when you spoke up, charged more, or set a boundary, said no, allowed yourself to be seen. Confidence is embodied experience, not the Western fake it till you make it, not positive thinking. And maybe this is where I want to leave you today. The question isn't, am I good enough? The real question is, can my nervous system safely hold the life that I'm asking for? Can it hold more love, more visibility, more success, more abundance, more leadership, more joy? Because so often we are trying to grow our lives faster than our nervous systems can expand. The work is not becoming someone else. The work is helping your body realize that the next version of your life is no longer a threat. So maybe you've never had imposter syndrome. Maybe you've simply been carrying old predictions, old stories, old protections, old comforts into new possibilities. And maybe the most compassionate question that you can ask yourself is not what's wrong with me. It is, what is my body trying to protect me from? Or what comfort is my body seeking? If this conversation resonated with you, I'd love for you to continue this journey with me. I've created a deeper masterclass where we explore emotional patterns, nervous system capacity, and how to reconnect with your authentic voice in everyday life. You'll find the link in the description. And if you're at a point when you know you just don't need more information, you need personalized guidance, you can also book a one-to-one clarity call with me. We'll explore what is keeping you stuck and what your body's wisdom and your body voice may be trying to tell you. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future conversations. And if you're listening on podcast, thank you for spending this time with me. Please follow the show and share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And if you'd like more reflections, behind the scene insights, and daily practices, come and connect with me on Instagram. That's where I share much of my day-to-day work and conversations. Until next time, be gentle with your mind, listen to your body, trust your voice, because your body has never been working against you. It's been trying to bring you home. Thank you for listening in to me. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.